Welcome to part 3 of Ocarina of Time, and after slaying Goma, hopefully we broke that nasty curse off the Great Deku Tree, and he should be fine as of now. Well done, Navi man. You better be fine after everything I went through. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now I have yet more to tell ye. Wouldst thou listen? I have no choice but to say yes, because you're going to repeat every single thing you just said. Now listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. Oh, not that guy again. In case anybody just joined in on this playthrough, part 1, this guy was in our dreams and he blasted me before Link woke up. Sort of. And as he runs along the burning road like a Lone Ranger, we have more exposition. This evil man ceaselessly uses vile sorcerous powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is in that sacred land that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contained the essence of the gods. Funny how he found that in Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, and turned the world to shit in result. Anyway, for the time being, before spirit and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. And you will be hearing them a lot and seeing their special items, trust me. Din, the goddess of power. Nairu, the goddess of wisdom. Feyroe, the goddess of courage. And explosion! And life is created. Just kidding. Din. With her strong, flaming arms, she cultivated the land and created the Red Earth. That looks like Death Mountain. Nehru poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave spirit of the law to the world. Feyroe, with her rich soil, produced life forms who would uphold the law. Where did they went wrong with making Ganondorf? Anyway, three great goddesses, their labors completed, departed for the heavens, and the golden sacred triangles remained at the point where the goddesses left the world. Since then, the sacred triangles have become the basis of our world's presence, and the resting place of the triangles became the sacred realm. I give it a couple of parts and it'll be turned to shit in no time. Thou must never allow that man from the desert to lay his hands on the sacred triangles. Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man cast a death curse upon me and sapped my power. Okay, you just said it was a curse. You didn't say it was a death curse. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Okay, you should have told us that sooner. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. You should have got to me a little bit earlier. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. No, I'm going to blame Mido for this, because I would have done this earlier if you would have actually said something. I have been able to tell you all of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. Navi man, go to Hyrule Castle. There, thou wilt surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with you, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast that curse up on me. And meet our MacGuffins for the game. Instead of the... Oh wait, that's right. I was going to say these are spiritual stones, but... Oh right, the medallions. The pendants, that's what it is. Instead of the pendants, we got spiritual stones. And we need 3 in order to open the door in the Temple of Time. The future depends on thee, RV man. Thou art courageous. And sorry for that slip-up, I had to think about that for a second. Navi the fairy, help RV man to carry out my... Wait, what? No! Your last dying wish is to have this annoying-ass fairy follow me around yelling, "Hey, listen," for the rest of my life? Oh, hell no! You better come back to life and take this fairy with you before you die! You old bastard, you are not leaving me with this goddamn fairy! Like, he left me with the damn fairy. I blame Mido for this. I seriously blame Mido for this. Well, it could be worse. So let's go over to Hyrule Castle. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I will take myself a break. I will be right back. And I'm back. In case you're wondering why I bypassed Mido, because I was originally in front of him coming from the Great Deku Tree, I saved and started a new game. And I ended up back in my house, meaning I could just bypass Mido and go straight out to Hyrule Field, but unfortunately I won't be able to leave like talking about it, because one of the Kokiri would try to stop me. Oh, and Navi, you are a nuisance. So yeah, that's an interesting little trick. You can try to bypass Mido, but you have to talk to the son of a bitch in order for you to continue. Now then, we're gonna end up leaving this place because there's literally not much for us to do right now. I am, however, gonna show off something that I should have shown off in part 1, but I just wanted to get the whole side quest thing over with. There was a blue rupee that was located on a platform. Well, one of the platforms that I was near. Okay, no. Get off the roof. No, not like that. Ah, damn it. Hold on. Give me a second. Don't worry, it will not take forever. I'm not gonna keep doing this all day, you know. Anyway, it was that particular platform over there, which you need to use the bridge to get across. And there's one thing about this game. Stop that! No, stop that! Stop playing hopscotch on the roof! Damn it! I'm not trying to waste time. I really am not. Anyway, what I was trying to do... Let's just arrange the camera, or try to at least. Go to this area here. Nope. Ah! What I was trying to show off, basically, was that blue rupee that was up there. In case you ever get stuck trying to find some rupees, they can't respond like talking about it. I mean, there's literally like 16 rupees out in the open. One that I just showed you, and the 15 rupee, oh, and 11 rupees, sorry, that happens to be in Mido's house. Anyway, before we leave, there's one person who wants to say goodbye first. And boy, does she have something awesome. I knew that you would leave the force someday. Because you are different from me and my friends. But that's okay, because we'll be friends forever, won't we? Friend zoned. Then again, it's not his fault. The plot demands it. That's right, forever friends. I want you to have this ocarina. Please take good care of it. And thanks to Saria, we get by far the most useful item in the game, the ocarina. This ocarina definitely will be your saving grace into getting many secrets, many obstacles, getting through dungeons, and repairing signs, provided you get the perfect song to do that. Now, there are a lot of people who are dedicated to make symphonies with the ocarina. Sadly, I am not one of them. I can't really time the C buttons right in the GameCube version, unlike the N64 version. So nonetheless, we are literally done with Kokiri Forest, and we can, Kokiri, sorry, and we can always come back here, but we're gonna have to do that after we visit Princess Zelda first. But for the time being, let's leave and go to Hyrule Field. This will be your hub world. This is where you're gonna go to many different areas. It's filled with monsters in the daytime and in the nighttime. Yes, there is night mechanics in this game. Now, let me set my ocarina, because I might want that in my slot. Then again, well, in the sit-down slot. Then again, having that Deku stick was a very good idea, especially of what's coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already heard about him before, this is Kepora Gepora. He's made several appearances in the Zelda series. He's in this game, Majora's Mask. In Majora's Mask, he is your only way to save. Legitimately. He is also in Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages. And I hate that bastard in every single appearance. This guy basically is the bane of everyone's existence, because he tells you stuff that you already figured out because of the fact you have an instruction manual. Not just that, the developers have a pin chance of being complete and total dicks. How much of a dick? Well, they literally set the cursor to the option that will make him repeat his dialogue. So if you don't slow down, you'll end up having him repeat his lines over and over again. That is really dickish, you know. Excuse me. But yeah, if you take your time, you'll actually be able to bypass this guy. And always choose the option where the cursor is not on. Like, for instance, in this conversation, he had the cursor on no. If he would have kept pressing A, he would have repeated his dialogue over and over again. But anyway, time to change the subject onto the night mechanics, because I'm not going to be able to make it to Hyrule Castle, sorry. I'm on Hyrule Field. But the night mechanics is pure simple. If you're on Hyrule Field at night, you're gonna be attacked by the dead! And in case you're attacked by the dead, you can either fight them off, or you can actually take an ulterior route. Yeah, I am going to go straight to the castle moat. And sadly, sidestepping is the fastest way to get to the castle. But I didn't sidestep. Instead, I'm gonna lure these idiots to the moat. Come at me, bro! Funny thing is, water and sunlight kill these guys. And until I get a song that will literally keep night from happening, well, it won't literally keep night from happening, but if it starts turning to night, you just play that certain song and it's back to being daylight, I'm gonna have to stick with going to the castle moat or some sort of body of water until it's back to daybreak. Finally! Now then, into Hyrule Castle Town I go. By the way, I always love the musical pieces of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and this is no different. This is one of my favorite pieces. Yes, it is repetitive, but it's pretty darn cool. Meanwhile, I just break random stuff, just because I can. Because having rupees is a good thing. Oh yeah, and check these crates here too. Because the gold Skulltula is there. Now then, we have 3 gold Skulltulas to our name. Like I said, I'm not going to be able to get 100% because I don't know where every last one of them are, and I'll try to be fair and not use game facts or other LPs. So on that note, if I get them, I get them. If I don't, oh well. And if I miss them, and people mention them in the comment section, I'll end up going back to get it anyway off screen. But that's not the point. The point of the matter is, I probably won't be able to find them all like talking about it. Anyway, I may inadvertently make a jump cut here because of the fact that I was foolish enough to turn off the recording. But nonetheless, we are in the market of Hyrule Castle Town. And the delivery guy just pretty much used instant transmission. And unfortunately, I do not have enough rupees for this shield. Then again, I don't need to pay 80 rupees for that because I can actually show you that where you could get that for free. And unfortunately, I do not have a bottle for any of the stuff in here. Because there's a Poe, there's a fairy, there's fish, and a Deku seed which you can't put in a bottle. Anyway, there's a lot of shops here. I mean, everybody is so active here in this town. And sadly, that shop's not going to be available until later on. And by later on, I mean after I get the second, spiritual stone. Anyway, let's meet Malin. Malin is basically a farmhand girl who is looking for her dad. Her dad just so happens to be in Hyrule Castle. The problem? Her dad fell asleep. Meaning, I'm gonna have to get something to wake him up. Now then, even though I'm examining the place, I'm just also listening to the music, but still, some people have helpful hints, like that old woman mentioning something about things falling in Lake Hylia. By the way, you definitely should go swimming in Lake Hylia later on in this game. You will find a lot of items there, from bottles to even heart pieces. Just thought I'd point that out to you. And this is the Bombchu Bowling. Even though I have enough coins to go through with that, I don't want to, because I'm not going to rage. That's one of the places where you can get a heart piece. And even though this back alley is closed, I was just showing you off the back alley in the daytime, where you won't be able to have access to any of those doors. Because one of those doors is a shop, while the other happens to be a woman who, well, happens to belong to the woman that's in the court, with the poofy brown hair and a white dress. As a matter of fact, I passed by her a couple of times. Yeah, I think I did. But that woman with the poofy white hair, poofy black hair and a white dress, just so happens to have one of the heart pieces, so I'll worry about that when that comes along. Speaking of which, another worrisome visit by Kepora Gepora. And yes, I know that there are guards there. Only an idiot would make enough noise to attract the guards. And yeah, I was making a reference to Vaughn. Anyway, now that we're here, we're gonna have to literally wait until nightfall, because that's the only way we'll be able to get a couple of heart pieces, well, not a couple of heart pieces, one of the heart pieces, as well as be able to proceed with going into Hyrule Castle. And as you just recently saw, the cursor was on yes, and would have made him repeat everything that he just said. That's why I hate Kepora Gepora. Anyway, you can climb up this vine here, and just, if it's daytime, just sit back and let the sun pretty much pass over, because you're not going to be able to get into Hyrule Castle. Sorry if I have too much dead spots. But nonetheless, as I sit here in Hyrule Castle waiting for the sun to set, I will see you in part 4 when we break into Hyrule Castle. This is RMan985. See you guys next time.